So, you guys remember last year when I said that I promised that this year wouldn't be as slow as the previous year, where I only got 3 videos out?
You lied to me.
It was slower. I only got 2. Well, I technically got 3 if you count the Undertale video, but that video's only 1 minute long, and it only has 1 joke in it, so it's not really worth commentating. So you also remember how, like, I said that the anniversary special is the longest it's ever taken me to make a video and get it out, and it was like 6 months or something. This took me 10 months. So
Jeez.
yeah, not a great year, but now we're commentating over it. So I don't know how to end that tangent about my miscomings. That's not a word. Anyway, episode 7. If you're wondering the title of this episode, yellowing of the skin caused by dead blood cells, I know not a lot of people got that joke. I should just explain it here. It's the scientific definition of jaundice, which is the title of the original RWBY episode that this is based on.
Oh my god.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh man, I feel bad for Cardin though.
Oh yeah. Well, also,
someone give Cardin a hug.
Everyone does, which is so weird to say.
That you made this unlikable prick a really tragic story.
Cardin is tragic figure.
A tragedy that even Julius Caesar is outmatched by.
But one more thing about the title. Apparently, I didn't find out until after this episode went up that that's not the scientific definition of jaundice. And also, the original episode title is named after the other definition of jaundice. So, this episode title fails on every level, but what are you going to do? Also, yeah, Cardin. My name is Earl. He's amazing. He did Cardin perfectly, and I actually met him through Dr. Applejuice, voice of Port, as you all know, who actually invited me to join him audioly, not actually physically there, but he asked me to join him for a panel he did at Odafest in Canada. And he also invited My Name is Earl to join him there too, so that's how I met the guy. But I had been a fan of him before then. I watched Super Fiends, which he made for Tiba, and that video is amazing. You guys should definitely watch it. But I asked him to voice Cardin because I thought his voice would be good for it, and it was good for it. It was perfect. And oh my god, this fucking shot. Okay, so this shot. This was the worst shot of the episode, because, the thing takes off, and then you see this shot right here, where it's just him standing and it's just a blank wall. That's not in the original episode. The shot cuts away before all the smoke gets to the top of the frame, so I had to make that shot myself. Sounds easy, but it took me a week to make that one single frame.
Jeez.
Sounds like hell.
Yeah, don't you dare lie to me and say that looked easy.
Oh, poor Ren.
How do you do this extension, though, of her, saying crazy?
You can hear her still going in the background.
How do you do that?
That was 2 long E's I edited together. You can't hear the cut because it's so low in the background.
Don't lie. You actually screened for that long.
You're right. You caught me. You caught me, Skippy.
Powerful ass lungs.
The neighbor must have been so confused to hear that.
It's like when you go back to the original Funimation dub of Super Saiyan 3 Goku and find out it's not on one take. That feels bad, man.
Dude, I love the fucking fork bend.
Yeah. I thought that would be funny to use Pyrrha's semblance that way, where when she's upset, forks just bend around her.
Don't fuck with Pyrrha. She's gonna set a bunch of bent forks in your way and strangle you with them. You're gonna be death by fork.
Yeah. And here we have PSWeasel.
Oh, he's a terrible actor, I've heard.
This one long line you had difficulty with, and
yeah, I actually remember that.
but
I also remember that you wanted me to do a different voice at first.
yeah, I wanted you to do what's her name? Erica.
Erica?
Yeah, that gruff voice that you do, because I thought it would work with the complete unrelenting asshole personality I gave Oobleck. And but you said that voice actually hurts your throat or something.
It's not exactly that it hurts my throat. It's I'm trying to not use it as often in worries that it might hurt my throat in the future.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. I forgot her name for a second, but actually, I actually used the song Mumbo Number 5 to remember her name. Where I'm like, a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
Wow.
Well, the other characters of Hardcatch will not help you with that song. This was actually the first time that I got to use this voice to any character, really.
Yeah, you recommended this voice. Apparently you just have a scientist. Was that the voice you used to describe it? This voice where it's just like,
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember how I actually described it to you, but yeah, something kind of goes on this. Ah!
It actually worked pretty well for Oobleck, and I'm actually glad you actually use this voice instead of the voice I asked you to, because I think it works really well. And so I've been meaning to say this, but I haven't gotten the time because apparently we've been talking so much. But if there's one person who really made this episode work and really gave it their all, it's JC, man. I actually wanted to mention this during the cafeteria scene, but the whole running joke between Pyrrha and Weiss, where Pyrrha's purposefully trying to get Weiss's name wrong to get back at her, and Weiss just not giving a shit, that was actually entirely JC's idea. She actually approached me with the idea after episode 6 went up, and I thought, oh my god, that's perfect for each character. And not only that, but all the Weiss wrong names, like Whistle, Wisp, Walnut, she improv'd those. All it says in the script is whenever she has to call Weiss something that's not her name, all it says is Weiss wrong name, because she actually wanted to create her own Weiss wrong names, because JC doesn't exactly like Weiss. So,
understandably so.
That's an amazing way to vent. Oh my god.
Yeah. And also, she just did absolutely amazing in this episode. She really gave it her all. She was actually supposed to join us for these commentaries, but unfortunately she couldn't because of personal stuff.
How did she feel about this line?
I spit.
She didn't. She laughed during recording.
So that part was scripted.
Yes, that part was scripted. I wrote that line.
Because, goddamn, I actually love that line.
She gave it her all. She put her, heart and soul into that line.
That line made me uncomfortable when I watched it the first time.
I used that line in a video just because I thought it was so good.
I love this part.
Now here's the part everyone remembers.
Just giraffe. Just giraffe.
Why not? Why not a giraffe?
And here's the funniest part in the episode. This is the funniest part in the whole episode.
Man.
Only 2 months.
How long did
Man.
it take?
Poor Cardin.
When did that episode come out again?
He just needs a chance, man.
May.
And it
Never put a deadline on these things. That's what I say.
No.
I thought I
You
could
can give
do
yourself
it.
a deadline, just never put the deadline in the video.
Oh no, yes, that definitely. Have a
'Cause
deadline
then
in
other
your head,
people
not
will
in the
fucking-
video.
Yeah, I remember when I said I was going to finish Jade's entire film over the course of my freshman year of college. I'm still working on that script, by the way.
Oy vey. Okay, so I got distracted by giraffe, but I actually wanted to. I actually wanted to say about that line with JC and the frozen beef that we were talking about. I was actually thinking, because I watched these episodes yesterday to prepare myself for like the commentaries today. I was actually thinking like, with the Aura blowjob joke, riding my snake, and now this, I feel like I should actually start making like an actual effort to stop giving JC these lines. But
You know, it's less creepier though than if I were to hear you say those things.
well,
Because I know you personally, and that makes me uncomfortable to hear those things in my ears.
you can if you go back and watch episode 1. Where I talk about plot lines.
Okay.
Or Glinda. Or poor Glinda.
Oh yeah. Glinda's the real victim.
Yeah.
And
Osmond's a villain confirmed. He fucking hates Glinda.
yeah.
Everyone hates Glinda.
And the ending credits for that song, the ending credits song Macho Man, that was actually recommended to me by my friend She-Wolf Riley or Tess. You might know her as the Glinda in the other RWBY Abridged series, RWBY The Abridged series by Stormy Copa and Indie Revolution, which I feel like now is as good a time as any, since we're pretty much done, though I still have still got a few things left to say. I feel like I should make a correction or fix a mistake that I made in the commentaries last year. During episode 6, I was going to mention this, but I completely forgot to. She-Wolf Riley actually helped a lot with helped me a lot with coming up with the ideas for both that episode and episode 7. It was actually, she actually is the one who thought up, excuse me, she was actually the one who thought up the idea for the joke with Ruby falling asleep in class and Yang being like, you get more of a conversation out of her when she's asleep. That was actually like her idea, and I finished it with the yeah motherfucker. So she was actually, I know that's not all she did, but that's the biggest one that comes to my memory. Like, I wrote these scripts a long time ago, so a lot of the writing process that went into it I've forgotten, but like, she did actually help with like, I should just say writing. She actually did help with writing these 2 episodes, so I actually just want to make that correction from the last commentaries and properly let you all know that what she did, and that you should thank her for it. So, just giving credit where credit is due. Yeah, when I talk about how I wrote these scripts a while ago, yeah, this script, I wrote it like I was 20 when I finished the script, and if you're watching these the day that come out, I'm now 22.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I have I ever told you guys my lifelong dream of being productive?
That's everybody's dream.
That's every content creator's dream, is to actually be productive in what they do.
Look at my channel. I think I might be too productive.
No, your channel's great, man. All your guys' channels are great.
I'm productive. Does mashups count as content?
Yes, John, they do.
More so than some other content I won't say. Reactions.
Oh.
Damn, you guys got colds?
Apparently.
I think that was more of a vomit that I did. Like,
Kind of sounds like a voice that sounds like something that Otto would do from Simpsons.
hey, that's where I got Yang's voice. Aha.
Oh no, actually not Otto. It's like one of Krusty's like really weird laughs.
Oh,
where he goes into like smoker coughing vomit territory or some shit like that.
oh man, 3 years. What is left even to say that I haven't like gone on and on about already? I mean, it's hard to believe. Just these 3 years went by so fast to even like think about it. Because like feels like just yesterday I was like sitting in my room trying to think of lines for episode 3, and now here I am with fucking PSWeasel, a guy that if you had told me would be in my RWBY Abridged series like 2 years ago, I would flip my shit.
Oh my god, don't do this to me.
You're gonna make him cry.
That is just so weird. God. I don't know. I never imagined that anyone would ever be excited to work with me, honestly. So it's kind of weird to hear you say it's really heartwarming, but it's also really weird.
I mean, I started out as a fan of ZehOverseer, and then like I just made one comment on one of his videos, and I just hit him up on Twitter, and we just started talking like, hey, let's be friends.
Honestly, I found the ZehOverseer just randomly on YouTube one day. Ended up slipping a scene from his Abridged series into one of my cracks, and the rest is history.
And here we are now.
Yep. God, the memories. Oh man.
I remember I asked.
It's such a great ride.
I remember I asked Zeh if he wanted to voice a character in an animated thing that never took off the ground, and now we're talking Dragon Ball shit, so that's fun.
Yeah, just all day, every day.
All day, every day, man. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Dragon Ball Big Green Dub.
Truly, the power of friendship and Dragon Balls.
The power of clearing and versus Big Green.
Gosh, you guys just really love balls.
Oh, man.
The balls are nerds.
Jesus, how old are we? Like 20s?
Yeah.
Shit.
We are adults.
We should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
We're making dick jokes. We gotta wrap it up. We've reached that point.
That's when you know we've got on the deep end.
Hey, the last commentaries ended with a fucking kazoo or some shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sad we don't have that now.
So
Who was
right
the
now
best?
we're just ending it on dick jokes, okay?
Anyway, anyway, subscribe to Brandon for awesome animations.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Jesse for crack videos.
Woo!
Subscribe to JChippers for mashups and abridged stuff.
And Bridge Brains too.
And Bridge Brains too. Subscribe to that. And
Give
subscribe
all
to
the Scrabbles.
And subscribe to PSWeasel because more abridged stuff.
Hey, a lot of abridged stuff. One from a really popular show and another one from a show that nobody fucking knows.
I like it. Well, I guess that sorry everybody that we only had 2 videos this year, but like I said, it's been a slow year, and episode 8, my computer's still broken. We're gonna get it fixed before school starts. So, and I don't know how much school is going to like slow down the process of episode 8 even more, but you know what? It'll come out when it comes out. So, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the things that you've been doing for the past 3 years. Thank you so much. And happy 3rd year anniversary!
Yay!
Yay!
I can't celebrate so loud because it's like almost midnight here.
Oh.